Well, E3 has officially come to an end, and with all the juicy news that was dropped with the Division 2, I think there's a lot to cover, so we're not going to hold on any longer. We're going to get right into the video. But if you guys don't want to miss a video when I drop, make sure you turn on those post notifications, hit that bell, also hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and let's get right into this. So what exactly were you looking at E3 when the Division 2 presentation was actually going on? What they were showing you exactly was in-game. In-game in Division 1 was terrible. So what they're showing you in Division 2, meaning that after you complete the campaign, which is the story mode, the game continues way much longer and way more beyond than we can expect. When you hit level 30, which is the cap level, that's the end game. But then that's when you will be able to pick a specialist, all right? You have 3 specialists to pick from. You have your sharpshooter, your demolition, and your survivalist. Your character will then grow in power and unlock new tools and abilities as time progresses. The idea basically they're giving players is the opportunity to create their own personal playstyle and then combine it when you play with your teammates to perform in a powerful ass squad. So when you hit the initial level 30 cap, these paths will also open up new skills. You will have new mod talents and also tools, including brand new signature weapons prior to each specialist developing their experience. So I'm going to use Destiny as a reference, and I hate doing this, but this is basically just so I could get some of you guys to understand. Maybe you guys don't understand what I'm saying. In Destiny, you have 3 classes. You have your Warlock, your Titan, and the other shit that comes with it. But whichever one you decide to go with, which is the Warlock or the Titan, they have their own classes, and even then they have their own skill tree. Some on the Titan you can use like the Hulk smash, or you can use the Captain America shield that you would throw at your enemies. So think about it in that aspect to give you an example of what I'm trying to say. Now, what are these specialists replacing? Well, in the Division 1, we had things called supers. You had your tack link, your revive link, and you also had a defensive buff. Those 3 things are gone, all right? And I'm actually glad they're taking it out of the game because it changed the aspect of the Dark Zone in so many ways you cannot even imagine. Especially if you guys never played Division 1. Oh man, it was just mayhem. So these specialists are going to be replacing those supers, all right? So the supers are no longer in Division 2, and I'm so excited about that. Now, something else crossed my mind while thinking about these classes. Now, I'm going to refer back to Destiny one more time. In Destiny, if you wanted to start an entirely new class, you had to pick an entirely new character and redo the campaign mission all over again. So, if you was a Titan and you wanted to play as a Warlock, you would have to start the game over. You had to go pick an entirely new character, rebuild your character, and all that, etc. If you guys play Destiny, you know what I'm talking about. I'm hoping in Division it's not like that. I'm hoping that I'm not bound to just one specialist. So meaning that once I hit level 30 and I pick the demolition, am I bound to only just be the demolition? Do I have to go and start the campaign all over again? Or can I have one character and say, you know what, I'm not too much feeling demolition. Can I go into the menu, pick sharpshooter, and continue the game to unlock sharpshooter? If that's the case, that it will be really, really good. Because that means if I'm playing solo in whatever mission I'm doing, what if I need a survivalist? Or what if I need to be a sharpshooter? I don't have to exit the game, restart the game, pick a different character, come back into the game, and continue the progression. I can just go into the menu, switch my specialist class, and progress and continue the story. If that's the case, that's the way to go. But if they're doing it where I have to start an entirely new character to continue on and then make a whole new specialist class, I hope that's not the case. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, but your boy ain't feeling that if that's the case. But I don't think they're going to go down that right because it just don't make sense to me. But nevertheless, I'm glad they're taking supers out of the game. Next thing on my list, let's talk about the skill base. Basically, when you hit level cap 30, that's when you unlock your specialist. Now, by unlocking your specialist, you also unlock new skill mods and talents plus your tools, all right? This new screenshot right here that they just released on the website, it says skills. Each agent will customize the tools and abilities they bring to the field, and the skills you hone in on will have a major impact on you and the city chances of survival. As you can see right here, you have your assault drone. We saw that in the trailer. You have your chem launcher. We saw that in the trailer, and we also saw the hive and we saw the seeker mine. So What that tells me, basically, these are going to be our main priority gadgets that we bring into the field. But as you level up whatever class you decide to go to, these particular skills are going to do different things. Let's take one that I'm familiar with. Let's take, for instance, the Seeker Mine. When you first start off, the Seeker Mine might pop off cluster bombs. But as you progress, there'll probably be another skill where the Seeker Mine can release gas smoke. You see what I'm saying? Just like in the trailer, we saw the Hive. When he released the Hive, it looked like it was a bunch of fireflies that attacked the main boss. But as you progress, depending on what class you pick, you might have a special skill mod or a special talent that can unlock the Hive to, I don't know, release shock charges. So it looks like your skills are going to be very important in PvE and in PvP, which I could get down with that. That's not a big game changer, because that's almost like Division 1, but people would over spam certain skills like the shock charge. I know people who wouldn't even go into the dark zone if they can't run shock charge. If they can't run the shock turret, they're not going into the dark zone because it just doesn't go right with my build. Oh my God, I couldn't stand those type of people. But you guys understand where I'm coming from, all my D1 players, you know what I mean? But if this is the new state and the new road that they're going on, I'm not mad at this at all. Let's talk map size. If you guys noticed in one of the first trailers that was released for the Division 2, they was basically breaking down what's going on after the whole outbreak of the disease that took place in New York, and how everybody's basically trying to get back on their feet, but now they have some kind of new resistance and they have to actually fight back, where the people have to survive, and it's all about the people now. So with that being said, in that trailer, they showed exactly what I believe is going to be the exact map in Division 2. If you look at the screenshot that I took from that trailer, this looks like the exact replica of the map that's going to be in Division 2, if you ask me. Now, not mentioning the expansion pack that are going to be available the first year when the Division 2 is released, which then that will also make the map a lot more bigger. But just from looking at this screenshot right here, the map is really big. They say the map is a 1-to-1 ratio of Washington, D.C., which is, in my case, really big. And it's 20% bigger than the original map that was in the Division 1. And by looking at this, in comparison, if I had to compare it, I would say that Division 2 map is hella big. And I'm very proud that they're introducing the map in a larger state. So yeah, I mean, we getting a bigger map. I mean, I'm pretty down with that. I mean, I felt like in Division 1, the map was too small and it wasn't a lot to do. So I'm down with this. Next on my list, let's talk about clans. They're adding clans into the Division 2. Now, from other games, clans is really not much to really say about clans. I mean, there's not much that comes with it. Only thing I know about clans, that if you do certain things, certain raids, certain progression in the story with those certain team members in your clan, you probably get more XP, unlock new cosmetic, the reward will probably be a little bit more better. But other than that, it's not much more to say about clans. If you know how clans work, whether you play Destiny or any other game that requires you to create a clan, you get it. You know how it goes down the page. You create a clan, you give it a dope, real good name, you know what I mean? And you invite people to come to your clan. Therefore, I think that's a base way so people can have more people to play with. You know, they don't feel left out. And that's another great way to make friendship too, because not everybody has that luxury of playing with somebody in a division. And I know a lot of people that didn't play D1 because they couldn't find a proper squad, or people was already into squads with other people and they didn't want to leave their squad. And I can understand that. So the clan is probably another way to introduce of people making more friends in the Division 2, so that way you never feel alone. So that's all I really have to say about the clans. And one of the last things I want to talk about on my list is world interactions. And what I mean by world interactions, in Division 1, when you would walk around the city, you will see people fighting. Sometimes they would die in front of you, or you will see them try to break into cars for survival. They'll be actually looking for clothes. Some of them will actually come up to you, ask for a hat, food, water, med kit, whatever it may be. And when you apply these people with the certain resources that they need to survive, you know what they give you? They give you a fucking pistol. Not any pistol. Oh no, it was a special kind of pistol. It was a pistol that was so special, the shit had no color. It was a gray pistol. They gave you a fucking gray pistol. I just gave you a med kit. I took my med kit that I need for the Dark Zone and gave you a fucking med kit. And you give me a Scully. Not any Scully. You gave me a fucking beanie. And it was a gray beanie. How dare you give me a fucking gray beanie after I gave you a med kit? But In Division 2, I think it's going to be a lot different because world interaction was a big thing in Division 1. The world never felt real. You never felt like you was one with the world. It just felt plain, boring, and alone half the time, right? In Division 2, if you look at the screenshot right here, this guy actually need resources. For what reason, he needs resources. So we have to go around, find these resources, bring it back to him, and at the bottom, it says rewards. I'm proud. Now, the only thing I'm not too proud about, or I'm very speculative about, is what kind of rewards am I going to be getting? Are you going to give me another fucking green beanie? Are you going to give me another goddamn gray pistol? Because if that's the case, I'm not bringing you back shit. Whatever fucking playhouse you're trying to build, you're not going to build it on my watch, okay? I got other shit to do. But nevertheless, man, I'm glad they're giving us that world interaction where you can interact with the people, do side missions for them. This kind of reminds me like a State of Decay. I mean, if you guys ever play State of Decay, that's basically what you do. You know, you go around, you free people, you help them, and you bring them certain resources that helps you in the long run. At least I hope so. Now, before I get out of here, there's one more thing on my list I actually wanted to leave you with that they didn't show or that we know nothing about. Where the hell is our base of operation is going to be? Because as we all know, the police station in D1 was the base operation. That's where you went to go change your gears. They had a shooting range. You can restock on your ammo, etc. And you had to build that from ground up. You know, you had to level up to build that to make it into something. So I'm wondering, what is the base operation going to look like and how big is it going to be? Where is it going to take place? I can't wait for more information to drop about this because that was something that I was hoping that they kind of showed, but you know, we didn't really get a chance to see too much about it. Like I said, it's still in beta mode. You know, they're still working on the game. We have 9 months until the game is released. So think about it. In these 9 months, there's a lot of information that will be coming to us as we get closer to the release date, which is March 15th, 2019. All right. So, I mean, guys, there you guys have it. That's the wrap up. That's E3. This is Division 2. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are excited, how you guys are feeling about it, and what other things that you're waiting to see. I mean, there's a lot more information that we haven't even got on the game. I mean, you know, there were gear pieces that were revealed. They got other channels that you go check out like that. And I think Marco Style and Eric's. I mean, you guys probably want to check out their channel. They cover Division really good also. So, I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions. So if there's some things I didn't answer for you, you probably will find it over there too. But as far as it goes, this is all I got for you. So hopefully you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Hit that bell so when I post, you don't miss. As I get information, you get information, all right? It's your boy Take, and I'm out, man. Peace.